This is Jordan from A1 Canvas, and we're going to walk around this 40 Sea Ray. We did a camper enclosure on. To start, we have a 1-bolt bimini top, and then we have a 5-piece front connector. These connector panels are premium panels with strata glass. This boat actually came in with a tracked windshield, so there's no snaps on the windshield. Velcro with a zipper on the inside. We'll show you that when we go to the inside of the boat. On our premium panels, all of the panels in the front will overlap each other. So if you come over here to the side, we have Velcro flaps. They're about 1.5 inches, so the zipper don't get anywhere. And then you also don't get water in the boat. If this was snapped down to the windshield, we would have a rubber seal down on the windshield so you don't get water in. And then coming over to the sides, we have our, excuse the spider, we have our side curtains overlap our zipper, so if you get water coming up, you're not going to get anything in, and if you do, it will be very minimal. We don't like putting Velcro on this side just because it's pretty much of a nuisance to put it on. And we got the track on the arch, which this boat already had the track on the arch, so we just utilize that, and the top overlaps the track, and then comes down nice and even. On the back, over here, we have a 1-piece contour double thick flap that covers the top, the camper top. So this will overlap the top so you don't get water in here, and then there's Velcro using the Ketter track, and then all the way down using the Ketter track with zippers. We'll show you that on the inside. All uniform and straight, and panels in the back are premium panels too with strata glass. So we'll come up on the inside carefully. When we fit panels on boats, they're extremely tight. The glass, strata glass, if you notice, it'll pull down here. The strata glass itself has a lot of heat expansion, so it may be tight today, but you put this in 90-degree weather and it will loosen up. So you got to find that happy medium. But we like to fit our stuff as tight as possible. I'll open this up. Okay. Let you go inside. Let's go and weasel in there. Let's close this back up and put it in there. So we'll start up at the front. Like I said, we have this had the track on the windshield already. We can do this as an option on most boats. Most windshields have room to accept the track. So you could take the panel off and on from inside the boat. You don't have to get outside. So basically it zips on through the bottom. This is a 1-bow bimini top. And on our bimini tops now, on the 1-bows, to keep them really tight, because when we fit them, typically the front will want to bow in and it'll cause the middle to be a little loose. So now we're utilizing these hinge fittings, so they got a pin on them. You pull them and then you push them, and then you can obviously see there's a big difference, and then push them back, and then it keeps everything nice and tight. So these are just a must add. I won't do a bimini top, a 1-bow bimini top, without doing these, just because they new. This is new, so if we just did your top this year and you have a 1-bow, we could add these. Let us know. Coming over to the back, this is a 3-bow extended sunshade and or camper top, if you want to call it that. So this stainless steel frame is all made in-house. Let me squeeze around here. So these are all, this is 1.25 inch stainless steel. I've got the heavy duty 4-hole mounts here and here. Heavy duty 1.25 inch stainless fittings. There's about 50 fittings on this top, and the fittings themselves cost about 20 to 25 bucks a fitting. So if you do the math there, these frames are not cheap. But also too, just moving this is moving the whole arch. So this is as permanent as it is without it being a hard top. So, but just because this thing is so big and so heavy, we did add some supports in the back. We added them right alongside the zippers here. So without those supports, these tend to want to float a little bit. So just to make sure they don't float and don't want to suck down, we added the supports. You could do without the supports, but you do have a risk of it dropping down a little bit. But this is all Sombrella, all numbered 10 zippers on our yeah. Did it stop? No, it didn't stop. It's still going. So on our premium panels here, if you notice, you don't see a Raj glass around these panels. So on the inside, these panels, they're nice and finished. So, and then that being said, the panels are actually stronger. So what our process is on this is we only fit with fabric. We don't use plastic or material, or I'm sorry, we don't use plastic or material like plastic. We use canvas or whatever we're making your cover out of. So once we fit this, we take that panel, we duplicate it, and then we frame out the inside and put the strata glass in there. So what's cool about that is, number one, you get a dual thick panel or a 2-ply panel, and then let's say for some reason something happens to this panel, you could take this back to us. Let's say someone cuts it or it gets burned or something. All we do is we have to take out the stitches all the way around it. We'll mark the glass before we pull that out, throw in a new piece of glass, and you would never know that it was replaced. So there's only one stitch that holds on the glass as opposed to 2 on a standard panel, and that's not bad because this thread itself is very, very strong. It's solar fixed PTFE, and it will outlast the boat. So other than that, pretty much just showing you how customizable Canvas is. So if you have any questions or want a free quote, give us a call, 586-468-4440. Thank you.